Rangers are known for their extravagant pre-match displays, often showcased through banners and colours in the crowd. They have built a reputation for having some of the most passionate fans in Europe. In today's video, we have some huge Rangers news after the latest banner showcased by fans on Sunday. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, interim Rangers head coach Barry Ferguson has weighed in after Václav Černý was visibly frustrated when substituted off against Celtic yesterday afternoon. The winger was withdrawn on 66 minutes, and as the cameras panned to the sidelines, he looked incensed and battered the dugout's plastic glass with his elbow. Speaking after the match, Ferguson delivered his verdict on the incident, as he sent a clear message to Černý. He said, "I'm the manager, I've got to make decisions, and if I feel I need to make changes, I'll make changes. I have no issue with people being disappointed. I would rather they're like that and walk off with a smile on their face. He'll need to come in next weekend and train really hard to try and get back into the starting 11 next Sunday. In terms of Vash, he knows what I think. I think he's a high quality player, he's a match winner, he's a game changer. Sometimes you've got to make decisions if you don't think it's going well. But listen, he's got a good attitude. He'll be disappointed, he'll be frustrated. Again, I don't have any issue with that. He'll be one of the first ones in on Tuesday morning. He'll be on that training pitch and he'll be giving his all." Rangers return to action next weekend when they face Aberdeen in their penultimate home game of the season. Ferguson has yet to spearhead a win at Ibrox in 90 minutes as the third place chasing Dons come to town. Now in some huge Rangers news, Rangers Football Club have condemned a controversial pre-match banner displayed by their supporters ahead of Sunday's Scottish Premiership clash against Celtic, labelling it unacceptable and admitting it had crossed a line. Police Scotland have since confirmed they are conducting an investigation into the incident. The display, which appeared in the Copeland stand at Ibrox, featured an image of former Rangers captain and manager Graham Souness holding a shotgun. The visual was based on a real photograph taken during a 1982 World Cup photo op in Malaga, Spain, when Souness posed with a shotgun ahead of Scotland's group stage match against New Zealand. Accompanying the image were the words, "Take aim at the rebel scum," a phrase which has sparked significant backlash due to its provocative and militaristic tone. The phrase and imagery have prompted concern both within the club and from law enforcement. A Rangers spokesperson addressed the controversy directly. "We also acknowledge that the Tifo displayed prior to kickoff crossed the line and was unacceptable. Our approach to supporter displays has always been built on trust, with the responsibility placed on groups to exercise good judgment. We will reflect on how these displays are managed and engage with supporter groups to ensure the right balance of trust, responsibility, and oversight is maintained moving forward. Rangers is proud of its passionate fan base, and we all share a duty to protect the standards and reputation of our club." Meanwhile, Police Scotland confirmed that officers are reviewing the banner and that inquiries are ongoing. "We are aware of the banner and inquiries are ongoing," a spokesperson said, adding that the banner is now in police possession as part of the investigation. The match itself ended in a 1-1 draw, with Cyril Dessers opening the scoring for Rangers late in the first half before Adam Aida equalised for Celtic in the second. Despite chances for both sides in the closing stages, neither team could find a winner. The fallout from the banner, however, has overshadowed much of the post-match discussion, with both Rangers and Police Scotland continuing to assess the implications of the display. In other news, Rangers midfielder Nicholas Raskin has spoken candidly about the unique nature of Old Firm encounters following his side's 1-1 draw with Celtic on Sunday, which extended their unbeaten run in the derby to 3 matches in 2025. While the result in the latest clash with their fierce city rivals demonstrated the intensity and commitment Rangers bring to the table, it highlighted the stark contrast in their league form this season. Despite earning a hard-fought draw, Rangers still find themselves 17 points adrift of Celtic at the top of the Scottish Premiership, and more worryingly, they've failed to win 15 of their 35 league matches in the current campaign. This inconsistency has raised questions about their performances against teams outside of the old firm, with many pointing to an inability to match their high standards when facing so-called lesser sides. Reflecting on the challenge of facing Celtic, Raskin, who was named man of the match for his all-action display, shared his thoughts on what makes Old Firm games so different. "For me, it's a totally different game playing Celtic," said Raskin in an interview with Sky Sports. "There is less pace in the other games. We need to break the wall." The Belgian midfielder also highlighted an area where Rangers have faltered this season: early goals. "This season, I think scoring goals early in games to give ourselves more space and more chance to attack with more freedom," Raskin explained. "We have missed chances too many times, then conceded a bad goal, and then being behind and struggling to come back. That's something we are all aware of, and we want to make it much better next season, because we can't be happy winning twice, drawing once, and being so far from them." Finally, Steven Gerrard is now firmly in pole position to return as Rangers manager, overtaking other high-profile candidates in the race for the Ibrox hot seat, sources have revealed. Peter O'Rourke confirmed that Gerrard is now the leading contender, ahead of names such as Marco Rose, to take the reins in Glasgow. The Liverpool legend remains a revered figure at Rangers, having delivered the club's first Scottish Premiership title in a decade during his first tenure, breaking Celtic's long-standing grip on domestic dominance. Gerrard left the club in 2021 to take up the managerial post at Aston Villa, but his career trajectory has since faltered. His most recent spell at Saudi Pro League side Al Ettifaq came to an end in January, leaving him currently out of work. Still, his legacy at Ibrox carries significant weight. Former Rangers defender Alan Hutton believes a second stint under Gerrard would be a thrilling prospect for the club, telling the media that the former captain knows how to get it done at Ibrox, pointing to the proven blueprint of his previous success. The impending takeover by 49ers Enterprises is expected to significantly influence the next managerial appointment. Once the deal is finalized, the American group are tipped to play a decisive role in the recruitment process, and it now appears that Gerrard sits firmly at the top of their wish list. However, the role isn't Gerrard's just yet. It remains one of the most fiercely contested in British football, with multiple strong candidates still in the frame. Interim boss Barry Ferguson has made a strong impression since stepping in for Clement back in February. His leadership has been especially lauded in European competition, and the Rangers board is reportedly considering keeping him in place on a permanent basis. Elsewhere, newly appointed sporting director Kevin Thelwell is said to be open to bringing in Sean Dyche, a manager he previously worked with at Everton. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.